finally, we couldn't let the longest day end without lighting up the end of the programme with tonight's sunset. This was how the sun went down in Richmond-upon-Thames a little earlier. It created some picture postcard images in those parts of the country where it was at least shining. The first day of summer is ending with warmer weather than we've had recently. Hooray, you might say.
But as you say, yeah, I've come to Scarborough because, I mean, just for a start, take a look at how glorious it looks across the bay in the early morning sunshine. Isn't that just stunning? And this is Britain's first and oldest seaside resort. And you may have seen over my shoulder the Grand Hotel there. When it was built in the 1800s, it was the biggest in Europe. The design is quite interesting. You've got 365 rooms for each day of the year. 12 floors for the months and 4 towers for each of the seasons. But this year, one of the seasons has been a bit slow to arrive, hasn't it? Summer. But the good news is it is finally on the way this weekend.
Thanks ever so much for that. That is Nick there, Nick Garnett, our reporter who's in Tenerife. Beautiful views, as you can imagine, on sunny days when the summer solstice happens. It's for 5,000 years. The sun rises on the summer solstice, it sets on the winter solstice, and an ancient spectacle takes place here at Stonehenge.
So, this is this morning, dawn breaking just after 10 to 5 near Salisbury. Look at that scene. Thousands of people, including druids and pagans, gathering to watch as the sun rose behind the entrance to the stone circle, channeling the light into the middle of the monument. That is quite a spectacle this morning.
Still a mystery, isn't it? How it was all placed there and positioned perfectly for that. Matt knows the answer to all the mysteries in the world. Don't you, Matt? Morning.
I don't think so. Not quite. Good morning. Yes, I was chatting to someone, and I think we know less about the stones than we don't know, if you know what I mean. I think I'm making sense. It's been a long morning so far, but yeah, very welcome to Stonehenge. Still thousands of people here, about 15,000 people here this morning to watch that sunrise come up. It's only 2 times a year, of course, the public can get very close to the stones as they have done this morning, and that is the summer solstice and the winter solstice. And what a day for it as well. Lots of sunshine around at the moment. Should we take a look at the forecast for the rest of us to get us through your Friday and into the weekend? Because we've got warm sunshine to come across most parts of the UK today, but it will be a case of western areas. We'll see cloud and eventually some rain spill its way in. Rain arrive in the northwest of Scotland later. Temperatures down just a little bit on today's values, but as we go into Sunday, they will lift again. More sunshine across the UK after some overnight patchy rain. I'll have more details on that, though, in around half an hour. Back to you both.
Thanks, man. There's some people obviously enjoying the scene there and just chilling out as well. I see, just taking a moment to enjoy the occasion.
It's been a long night.
Time is 6:46. Last 5,000 years as the sun rises on the summer solstice and sets on the winter solstice, an ancient spectacle has taken place at Stonehenge.
So this is when dawn broke at 10 to 5 this morning near Salisbury. And thousands of people, including druids and pagans, gathered to watch as the sun rose behind the entrance to the stone circle, channeling the light into the middle of the monument. And our very own spectacle, Matt Taylor, is there. Morning, you wonder of the world, you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, good morning. It was a special, special moment as that sun came up this morning. I was here, been here since about 2 o'clock this morning. People have been here throughout the night, thousands upon thousands of them, celebrating, of course, a good bit of spirituality linked to the sunrise this morning. And one person who it means more to than most is my guest this morning. It's Rollo Marfling, who's the Archdruid of Stonehenge and Britain. Good morning.
Good morning.
What a morning. Just first of all, tell me, why is Stonehenge so special to you?
Well, it's so special because it not only in ancient prehistory marks the time of recognition of the sunrise at summer solstice, marking the solar year, so that people would change gradually from the hunter-gathering societies that were becoming extinct to the agricultural ones. But this revival in this particular century is I think history might say is supporting another change in which we learn how to survive on the planet from the ecological point of view.
Wonderful. And what does it mean then to celebrate it with so many people? Because every walk of life is here this morning.
Yes, well, it's lovely. In 1989, we petitioned Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth, when she was still on the throne, under the ancient custom rights of Eisteddfod, to be allowed to hold these gatherings legally, because they date back to a time in history, 1189, when King Richard I was on the throne, when these gatherings were deemed to have existed since time immemorial, which is a legal definition, and therefore can exist in perpetuity.
So that means basically winter and summer solstice is your time to get close
Yes.
to the stones.
Yes.
And what does
Yes.
that mean to you personally?
Oh, personally, it's absolutely wonderful to see so many lovely people come, and because for us, we see the divine manifesting in nature, and if you've got shots, I'm sure you have, of the sunrise this morning and the mist, the dragon's breath, and the rest of it, not only is nature absolutely wonderful, but all these people are absolutely wonderful as well. No trouble at all. Everyone's happy and celebrating. It's terrific.
Indeed, sharing it together.
Yes.
Thank you so
Yes.
much for joining us this morning. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day following that lovely sunrise as well. Thank you, Rollo.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, certainly a beautiful, beautiful start, very spiritual start as well, and a beautiful day to come here. From a glorious scene here in Stonehenge, it's back to you both in Salford.
Doesn't it look lovely? Matt, thank you very much. And I tell you what, looking at that forecast, anyone who's involved in the homegrown tourist industry here in the UK might be hoping people will stay home, spend some money, go to the beach.
They'd be delighted, because I don't think there is a better place than this country when the sun is shining
Lovely.
and getting to the beach.
Matt, describe the scene. What was the sunrise there? Is what just before 5? Is that right? I mean, it looked absolutely amazing. I see there's still a lot of people there now.
Oh, there is indeed, Charlie. Yes, the sunrise here at Stonehenge, very good morning to you, by the way, was at 4:52 this morning. But there have been thousands upon thousands of people here right through the night. It all started with the sunset ceremony, of course, yesterday evening. The summer solstice took place as well, and then that first sunrise this morning. There's been singing, there's been dancing, there's been chanting. Really lovely, lovely occasion. Lots of friendliness and warmth as well from everybody. And now, of course, a little bit of warmth from the sun too, enjoyed by those who are hanging on to enjoy the first part of this morning.
Have a look this morning at an amazing sunrise. This is the sunrise summer solstice. And we're in Stonehenge. This was, I think, Matt will tell us the precise time, just before 5 o'clock this morning. Of course, many people gathering there for this special, special moment. Isn't that beautiful?
Summer solstice today, an estimated 15,000 people gathered at Stonehenge to celebrate the event.
So this was the scene this morning. You see the people in the foreground there, about 15,000 people gathered there this morning. Druids, pagans, all people sleeping overnight there as well. What a magnificent sight that is. The way it works is the stone circle, the light channels into the middle of the monument. And Matt was there this morning, and he described the scene. He's seen many of these occasions. He said something very, very special.
He did. He's also been keeping us up to date from one of the most beautiful places this morning to be on summer solstice, with the weather. He went down there and said it was so special. Thousands of people were gathering. It was at 10 to 5 when the sun rose. Obviously today, solstice, the sun rises earlier and sets later than any other day of the year. So of this group gathering, pagans, druids, all because this is a rather remarkable experience.
Yeah, what a scene that is. You understand, don't you, why people come from all over the world just to have that moment in that place. Matt was there in amongst them and, of course, telling us all about the weather.
Thank you. Good morning. Well, it was an evening and morning of celebration and spirituality here at Stonehenge.